Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Everyone, please remain standing because Tian will lead the prayer.
Dear Lord, through your guidance, add love to the world, subtract evils from our lives, fulfill tired works to your children, and divide your gifts and share them to others. Gives us a power to overcome challenges and root out the bad things in our lives. This we pray in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord.
Bago mo po ang bawat isa ay mangyari lamang na tingnan o pagmasdan ninyo ang inyong kapaligiran kung may nakikita ba kayong kalat at kung wala naman ay maaari na po ang Nian, does anybody here in the class who is absent today?
No one is absent.
So, that's good. Now, before we proceed to our new lesson today, let's have a short review about our discussion that I discussed last week, which is all about the different methods of food preservation and food processing. Again, what are the 10 different methods and 10 different methods of food preservation and food processing? Will you give one? Yan. That's right, freezing. How about the others? Again? Salting. That's right, salting. Yes. Smoking. Tama. Drying is already given. Yes. That's right. Curing and pickling. How about the others? Pickling, fermentation. What are the example of fermentation? Kimchi, mga binuburong pagkain. Purong isda, purong mustasa. Ano pa? Yes, Tian. Sugaring, that's right. And refrigeration. Okay, so meron na tayong anim. Drying, curing, fermentation, pickling, refrigeration, freezing, and pasteurization. That's right, pasteurization. How about the others? Sugaring is already given. And ay, nagbigay na ba yun? No. So, ang example naman ng sugaring ay jams, marmalade, okay? How about the others? Meron pa? Okay, so again, the 10 different methods of food preservation and food processing are curing, fermentation, pickling, sugaring, pasteurization, freezing, ano pa ba? Refrigeration, smoking, salting, and drying. So itong 10 ito ay lagi niyong pagkakatandaan dahil may malaking ehemplo ito sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Naiintindihan po? So, I'm very happy that everyone are paid attention and remembered our last lesson. So now, bago tayo mag-start sa ating discussion today is let's have a short game. Yan. So, lahat ko siguro kayo ay excited sa game kasi our game for today is connected pa rin naman sa magiging topic natin. Okay po? Okay. So, our game for today is entitled Puzzle Time. Lahat naman siguro kayo ay familiar dito. Tama po? Okay. So, bago tayo mag-jump up sa game natin ay basahin muna natin yung instructions or mechanics ng game. So, according sa instruction is, I will divide you into 2 groups. So, each group will receive a 2 envelopes. So, yung bawat envelope na yun ay nag-completion ng puzzle that you need to assemble. So, once your group completes the puzzle, you will find a smaller envelope inside the larger one containing jumbled words. So, your task is to unscramble these words. So, madaling salita at para mas maunawaan ng bawat isa ay kayo ay hahatiin ko na lamang sa 2 grupo at ang 2 grupo na yon ay makakatanggap ng envelope. At ito yon. So, sa envelope na to ay meron lamang siyang laman na puzzle. Isang puzzle na lang para syempre hindi tayo makakonsume sa time. At pagkatapos ninyong mabuo ang puzzle na iyon ay maaari nyo nang buksan yung smaller envelope na sinasabi dito at pwede nyo nang buuin yung jumbled word. So, yung bakit word? Kasi isang word lamang ang kailangan ninyong buuin. At pagkatapos ninyo, syempre, ay idinibig nyo siya dito sa ating hiwagang papel. Okay? At kung sino ang unang grupo na makakayari ng kanilang gas, ay syempre makakatanggap ng rep. Okay? So, maliwanag na po. Naiintindihan ng bawat isa. May katanungan, any clarification, question, or what? Wala na. So, start count on. Ganda. Go. 2, 1. So, tumayo nga ang mga group 1. Ang unang grupo ay dito kayo sa isang side at ang pangalawang grupo ay dito. O, sige na, pumunta na kayo. Pwede naman i-harap dito sa pwede i-occupy yung upuan mo sakali. Kung gusto nyo. O sige, upo kayo sa labag kung gusto nyo. Go. Wala mo na magsisimula ang di ko sinasabi. So magkakasama na kayo. Maaari nyo nang buksan ang inyong envelope. Paragdagan lang ha, kung wag nyo munang ibubuin ang jumbo board habang hindi nyo pabuo yung puzzle. Dahil kung sakali man nandito may binubuin ng jumbo board ay your group will automatically disqualified, okay? Sige, sisimulan nyo muna. Titignan muna natin kung tama ba yung ginawa nila. So, maaari na kayo muto. Sa kanya-kanya yung tutuan. At isi-check natin kung tama ba ang ginawa ng group 1. Sorry. Medyo ano siya, blurry guys. Pero, yeah, meat lang siya. Then, ano yung verb na nabuo? Tama ba? Curing. Yan. So, ang grupo nila Cyril ay sila ang nanalo dahil tama ang kanilang ginawa. Okay? Dahil dyan may premyo kayo pero mamaya na lang po ibibigay. Okay, so nag-enjoy naman kayo sa game niya? Mukhang hindi. Nag-enjoy ka ba? Mukhang nag-enjoy naman kayo. So, do you have any idea what would be our discussion for today? Yes, Samara. That's right. Our topic for today is all about curing. So, does anybody here, when you heard the word curing, what comes in your mind? Kapag naririnig nyo ang salitang curing, ano ang unang pumapasok sa inyong mga isipan? Any idea lang? Kasi di ba napag-aralan ko, may mga brief naman na din ba yung pagkakaintindi sa salitang curing? Yes, Tamara? Ginagamot? Maaari. Thank you, Samara. Yes, dear. Do you have any idea? Yes. Hindi ba curing ay parte din siya ng method ng food preservation? Hindi ba yung curing, hindi ba siya parte ng food preservation o hindi ba siya pinaprocess? Pinaprocess o hindi? Pinaprocess. So, para mas maintindihan ninyo kung ano nga ba yung curing dahil wala naman kayong ideya, but, let's take a read first, the learning objectives. First is to discuss different methods of curing and the ingredients used in curing needed for the curing process. Second is to demonstrate the step-by-step procedure in making sweet cured or tocino. And lastly is to perform the step-by-step procedure to prepare sweet cured meat. So again, what is curing? Rian, will you please read?
What is curing? Addition of salt, lead or without sugar, and nitrate to preserve the meat and enhance its color.
Upang mas maunawaan at mas maintindihan ng bawat isa, ang curing ay isang proseso ng food preservation na kung saan ang mga pangunahing ingredients na ginagamit dito o mga sangkap ay salt, nitrate, sugar, and spices. So, itong mga ingredients na ito, itong mga pangunahing sangkap na ito, sila lamang ang nagsisilbi upang mas mapahaba at mas mapatagal natin yung shelf life ng mga pagkain. Particular ay yung meat and fish. And also, in curing process is a process, in controlling moisture and temperature in freshly poured concrete. So, the purpose naman ng curing is to control moisture loss or replace it as needed, while also maintaining an ideal temperature to support the hydration process, which is essential for the concrete to harden and strengthen properly. Gaya nga ng sinabi ko, ang curing ay ginagamit upang mas mapatagal ang shelf life ng pagkain. Particular ay ang mga meat at fish. Ayan. So, in curing, there are 3 basic methods. Basahin nga ninyo kung ano yung mga 3 basic methods ng curing. Immersion, curing,
This ham, this ham here, we actually did the artery.
Kindly observe yung yung ginagawa
The
nila.
whole idea behind this is actually a semi-boneless ham, so the 8 boneless been removed here, and the shank and the kneecap has been removed here. And the reason we do this is because when we net this ham, we make a nice net, this will come up and cover that up, that knee bone. And this shank knee will go inside of this pocket where we get the kneecap out. And all of this will come in over and clean up and do a nice job. It might not look really pretty now, but after this is pumped and tumbled, it'll be a lot more pliable and easy to work with. And that's how we make a nice semi-boneless ham. So the whole idea is to get this here, there's an all-natural here for this particular application, is distributed throughout this in this muscle the best we can, and we're trying to come to 15%. No phosphate or anything. We're actually trying to put 3 pounds. We are going to put 3 pounds of brine into this ham. So, ready? And all we're actually doing is evenly distributing as we pump. You got to keep in mind that you want to come around that bone right here. So make sure you get in everything nice and covered. So I actually go all the way down, and then I work my way out. So I go all the way down, and I work my way out. So I'm actually pumping as I bring it out. And you can just keep your hand here so you don't get sprayed. And you can just feel that muscle expanding extremely fast. So look on the shank knee here. Exact same thing. We're looking for a 2280 or 2360, so a whole lot. That's all what you got to do to get even distribution. We're coming those in. Good luck.
So, ano yung observe natin sa video example na pinanood ko sa inyo? Yes, Tia.
Gumamit po sila ng machine to inject the solution inside.
That's right. Gumamit sila ng machine para ma-inject nila yung curing solution or yung dry solution into the meat. How about the others? Yes? Okay, wait, ano ka? Say ka? Wala? Ano pa? Ano yung na-obserbahan niyo sa video? Yes, Irene.
Nag-change po ng size.
That's right. Nag-change or nag-increase yung sizes niya. That is because why they injecting the meat is mas nag-increase yung size niya. That is because of the dry solution or curing solution that they put already inside the curing equipment. Okay? So, how about the others? Ganon yung proseso ng injection curing. Mas modern siya ginagawa kasi we use equipment, okay? Or technology. Second is immersion or pickle curing. Would you please read? So immersion or pickle curing is the ingredients are dissolved in water. Meat is soaked in the curing solution. So from the word water, yan yung isa sa pangunahing ginagamit na ingredients sa pickle curing. So what do you mean by soak? Ano ba yung soak? Mas pinababat, mas nilulunod, mas pinipress down yung mga meat. So here are the example ng pickle curing.
Hi, and welcome to episode number 231 with whatsforchannel.com. In today's episode, we're making pickled pork. The difference between pickled pork and ham is that although the meat is cured, it is not pressed or smoked. This is really easy to make at home and is suitable for roasting and absolutely outstanding on pizza or as cold cuts on gourmet sandwiches or rolls. Having been pickled, the shelf life is also approximately 4 times longer than regular pork. You can find the full printable recipe by clicking the on-screen link at the end of this video. To start, place the water, saltpeter, sugar, salt, pepper, whole allspice and whole coriander in a pot. Bring this to a boil, simmer for 10 minutes, then quick chill the curing brine by placing the pot in a sink of cold water. While the brine cools, trim the excess fat from the meat. I'm using pork leg, but you can also use shoulder, rump, or any cut of your choice. Cut the pork along the grain into manageable pieces, remembering that you're going to slice it thinly when cooked, and the larger the pieces, the more difficult this will be to do. Place the pork in a large container and pour the cool curing brine over the pork. Place a plate on top of the pork to keep it submerged in the brine and place the lid on the container. Place the container in your refrigerator and allow this to cure for 24 hours per 25 millimeters or 1 inch of meat thickness. My pieces are 50 mils thick or 2 inches, so they will cure for 48 hours. After the curing time is up, remove the pork from the brine. To cook the pork, wrap each piece in foil, place the packages in a large roasting pan, and bake them for 45 minutes, plus 15 minutes extra for every pound in weight. Remove the pork from the oven and allow it to stand for 5 minutes before slicing, if you're serving it hot. If you're using it as cold cuts, allow it to cool completely before slicing thinly. Thanks for joining us today. Please subscribe to our channel, and we will see you again tomorrow.
So, ano naman na-observe niyo sa pickle curing? Yes, Nian.
Bago po siya i-submerge dun sa dry solution, mag-remove po muna ng excess fat.
Okay, so, para mas ma-absorb ng dry solution. When we say dry solution is typically made of salt, water, and sometimes we use sugar or spices. How about the others? Ano naman na-observe niyo sa pickle curing? Yung process na ginagawa kanina. Yes, Cyril.
Kung naglagay po ng lahat ng asparagus na lumubog yung
That's right. They use plate para mas ma-press down o mas ma-absorb ng meat yung kinocure nating meat. I mean, mas ma-absorb ng meat yung dry solution na ginawa natin para mas ma-cure yung meat na ginagawa natin. How about the others? May na-observe? Yes, Samara. Yes, binababad ng 24 hours para mas, yun, gaya na sinasabi ko paulit-ulit na, para mas ma-absorb yung dry solution na ginawa natin. Pwede hindi lang siya pwedeng 24 hours lang gawin, pwede din siyang up to 3 days para mas masarap or mas kumapit yung flavor sa meat. Okay? And lastly is the dry curing. Will you please read? What is dry curing?
dry curing outside ingredient in special blends of salt and seasoning allowing meat to rest for a long period.
So, here are the video example of dry curing.
Curing meat is a process that is best described as magic. It's something I was totally oblivious to before getting into cooking. Meat covered in salt left to sit and drain its inner juices. They left to hang low Finally, we're going to leave it to eating a cool environment. Spanish homework. It's something that's been my personal favorite ever since traveling to Spain with my dad. Something about the thinly sliced pieces that then melts in your mouth when you get to go. It's something that will always make me want to go back to Spain. First, to debone the ham. Once again, coat the exterior with a layer of salt and then heat for a week. This time, we salt the exterior to ensure that it's been emptied of its juices. These guys will be allowed to develop their flavor from 6 months up to 2 years, but we usually can't wait that long.
So, ano naman napansin niyo sa dry curing?
Order po ng
Yes. Salt. Siyempre, salt. Yung pangunahing ginamit doon. Ano pa? Yes, Nia.
after po igamit sa salt, nini-store po naman siya for 45 days.
45 days. That's right. Kung napansin niyo din, bago din nila tawag dito, i-cover up sa mga salt is parang ang ginawa muna nila is i-dry up muna nila yung meat before nila i-soak agad sa salt, di ba? Then, ang ginawa ulit nila is i-dry up ulit nila. Tama? Sa dry curing is, ito yung most basic methods among the two. Why? Because basically, the cure is rubbed into the meat by using our bare hands. And also, ang reason naman bakit siya tinawag naman na dry curing ay dahil there is no water added in this process. So, from the word dry, diba? So, syempre, wala talagang water. And ang most example na ginagawa sa dry curing, bacon, ham, smoked pork, ano pa ba, pancetta, and rabla. So, naintindihan na po kung ano yung 3 basic method of curing. Again, what are the 3 basic method of curing? Dry curing. So, lagi na pagkakatandaan ninyo. And now, we will now move on in the ingredients we mainly use in curing process. So, first is salt. Salt is to dehydrate the meat by altering the osmotic pressure. So, when we say osmotic pressure is a pressure to require to stop the net movement of the water. So, by the word dehydrate, ano ba yung dehydrate? Walang tubig. So, yun ang purpose ng salt sa pag-cure. Tinatanggalan niya ng tubig o moisture yung isang meat na pinupure natin. Gaya ng ginawa kanina sa dry curing, di ba? Ganun yung purpose ng salt. So, second is sugar. Will you please read what is sugar? Yes. Sugar is to counteract the harsh, enhances the flavor, or mas nagdadagdag siya mas dinibigyan niya ng flavor yung pinupure nating meat. So, from the word naman, counteract the harsh. Ano ba yung mga harsh na yun? Para maiwasan natin yun, ay ginagamit nila yung sugar, gaya ng mga microbial growth. Ano ba yung mga microbial growth? Yeast, molds, and bacteria. So, ginagamit ang sugar para maiwasan natin yung pagdapok ng mga harsh na yun sa pagkain na pinupure natin. Okay po? Naintindihan po? Okay, so next is nitrate. Nitrate is to stabilize the color of lean tissues and contribute to flavor of cured meat. So here are the example of or brand ng nitrate. Ayan. So contribute to flavor of cured meat. So same as well lang din siya sa sugar, mas nagdadagdag lang din siya ng lasa sa pinupure nating meat. So from the word naman stabilizes, ano ba yung stabilizes na sinasabi dyan? Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng stabilizes? Binabago. Binabago niya yung kulay ng lean tissues. Ano ba yung lean tissues na tinatawag na yan? meat. Meat na yung laman. Tapos kung mapapansin nyo, or obserbahan nyo yung meat, is may mga puti-puti doon. Yun yung lean tissues na sinasabi. And binabago niya yung kulay nun once na nalagyan na natin yung nitrate doon sa meat. And this is how it looks like pag na-absorb na ng mga lean tissues yung nitrate na ilagay natin. Parang gato, may nakita ba kayo puti-puti dyan? Wala, di ba? Dahil yun sa nitrate na ginamit. So, naiintindihan po? Anong purpose niya? Okay, so next is phosphate. Will you please read? Yes? Yes. So phosphate increases the water holding capacity and consequently the yield of the finished product. So here are the example ng phosphate. Parang same lang din siya same purpose lang din siya ng soap. Next is ascorbic acid. So here is example naman ng product na ginagamit natin sa pag-build ng meat. Here, ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is stabilizes the color of cured meat. Ano nga ulit yung stabilizes? Binabago. Same as well lang din siya sa nitrate. Ganon din siya. Binabago niya lang din yung kulay na sinucured natin meat. Okay? So, next is monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate improves the flavor of meat product. O mas nagdadagdag siya ng lasa sa kinucured natin product. Familiar ba kayo kung ano yung monosodium glutamate? Yes, Samara. Ano yung monosodium glutamate? Tama, ang monosodium glutamate ay betchin lamang. Kaya kung sakali man nabibili kayo sa mga tindahan, huwag niyo naman nasasabihin na pabili po ng monosodium glutamate. Dahil baka kayo ay masampan lang ng hinder. Ano ba yung monosodium glutamate na yan? Betchin lang po, o betchin lang pala, kang ganun. Diba? Kidding aside. So, lastly is spices. Spices is the enhancer and antimicrobial and antibacterial effect. Same lang din siya ng mga kinagagalawan ng mga unang ingredients kanina. Nagdadagdag, mas ini-improve yung lasa ng kinucured nating meat. And also, para maiwasan din natin yung mga microbial growth, ano na nga ulit yung mga microbial growth? Yeast, mold, bacteria. Para hindi siya dumako sa kinucured nating meat. Dahil diba ang mga meat ay prone siya sa mga bacteria, mga microbial. So, naiintindihan na po ano yung mga commonly used in curing process. Ingredients, I mean. Naiintindihan na? Ulitin nga, ano na ulit yung mga curing ingredients na nabanggit kanina? Salt, sugar, nitrate, phosphate, ascorbic acid, monosodium glutamate, and spices. So, lagi niyong pagkakatandaan na dahil later on ay kasama yan sa no list. Okay? So, since you already have a basic understanding about curing, let's deepen your knowledge further as we move on para gumawa ng sweet cured meat or also known as tocino. So, ngayon ay tuturuan kayo, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano nga ba gumawa ng tocino. Okay? So, I need 3 voluntary students who will help me to demonstrate the basic process or steps of making tocino. And make sure those 3 students will have a PPE. Ano ba yung mga PPE na yun? Apron, gloves, and lastly, protective shoes and also towel. Ano yung purpose ng hairnet? Para hindi malaglag yung yung ay hindi na siya safe kainin. Okay? How about the face mask? What is the purpose of face mask? Para hindi tumansik yung laway dahil habang nakikipag-chit-chat tayo sa mga kausap natin, syempre may possible na tumatalsik-talsik yan sa ginagawa natin pagkain. Hindi na rin siya nagiging safe, di ba? How about the apron? Anong purpose ng apron? Para hindi madumihan ang damit. Okay, so how about the gloves? Ulitin? Para safe natin hawakan ng mga pagkain dahil sabi nga sa safeguard ay 99.9% ay tanggal ang bacteria, pero asan yung 0.1? Andun pa rin sa kamay. So, para ma-sure, di ba? May bacteria pa rin na natitira o may 0.1% pa rin natitira sa mga kamay natin. So, make sure na gumagamit pa rin tayo ng gloves para mas ligtas natin makain ng mga pagkain na nilalaboratory natin. Okay? How about the kitchen towel? Pamunas na? Kamay. Ano pa? Maliban sa pamunas ng kamay, ano pang purpose niya? Pwede rin natin siyang gamitin sa mga hinuhugasan natin, mga tools at equipment, di ba? Kasi nga, yun, malinis siya, kitchen towel yun, malinis siyang gamitin. Diba? Okay, so nasa na yung mga 3 voluntary students na kailangan ko ngayon? At ayun na pala sila. Ready na sila. Okay, so bago tayo magsimula ay panoorin ko muna papanood ko muna sa inyo yung process ng paggawa ng kusina. So ito yung mga ingredients later on, ibabalik ko sa inyo yan.
These are the ingredients primarily used in cured meat cuisine. First things first, ay paghaluin natin ang lahat ng ingredients bago natin ilagay ang bread. Siguraduhin ninyo na halo ito ng mabuti. Pagkatapos haluin ay ihahalo na ang pork sa mixture solution. We can also use our bare hands or use gloves to mix it well para mas ma-absorb ng pork ang ating mixture solution na ginawa. Pagkatapos ay kung wala namang pre-wrap at kung wala namang pre-wrap ay pwede naman natin gamitin ang plastic na malinis upang magtakip sa ating ginawang cured meat. It's time to cure for 24 hours or up to 3 days. We can also put in the freezer or refrigerator para mas mabilis mag-cure yung ating meat. Pagkatapos natin i-cure ito ng 24 hours or up to 3 days, ay maaari na natin ito ilagay sa malinis na tabo. You can also need your own label for your packaging kung sakaling na nag-iisipan mo ang ibenta ito. Here are my own example of label or packaging. Thank you for watching.
Tayo ay magsisimula. Paano nga gagawin? So, here are the ingredients we use in making sweet cured meat. First is 1/2 kilograms of pork, or we can use butt, shoulder, ham, or belly, and cut into 1/4 inch thick. Ano to? Garlic. So, hiwain natin ang garlic. Anong klaseng hiwa ang gagawin? Beans. Ano yung beans? Pino. Tama. Okay. So, bago tayo magsimula ay, ito yung mga tools na kailangan natin gawin. Ano ito? Ulit? Very good. How about this one? Basic. Okay? Ito, ano ito? Measuring cup. Tama. How about this one? Measuring spoon. How about this one? Saan natin ginagamit ang spatula? Tama, for leveling or pang-flatten para mas ma-measure natin ng maayos yung mga dry ingredients. Ano yung mga dry ingredients? Salt, sugar, ground pepper, ayan. And this, ano to? Knife. Okay? So, una natin gagawin ay hihiwain ang mga garlic into beans. Okay? So, ganito ang unang paghiwa ng garlic. So, babalatan muna natin siya, syempre. Pwede rin natin siyang idurog ng ganun, but wala tayong tools na pang bit-bit talaga ng garlic, kaya ganito na lang muna ang gagawin natin. Dahil kung ito ang gagawin natin, dito ang tamang paggamit ng pagbit-bit ng garlic, ha? Kasi, maaari tayong masugatan o makapinsala pa ng iba. So, i-mix lang natin siya, okay? So, para mas mabilis na nating ma-mix yung garlic, pwede natin itong gamitin. Ito yung tools na ginagamit. Ano ito? Ito yung gamitin ipukpukin nyo na tapos para mas mabilis. Diba, mas mabilis siyang nadudurog, mas mabilis siyang mababalat kung gagamit tayo ng ganito. Basic. Kasi, gagawin lamang ito ay paghahanap i-measure na muna natin yung mga wet ingredients. Ilan ang measure ng pineapple juice? 1/4 cup. So, ganitong dami na kailangan natin pineapple juice. Pwede din naman siya natin hindi lagyan kasi optional lang naman siya. Pero, para mas sumarap, ay lagyan na rin natin. So, ano naman ang measure ng vinegar? 2 tablespoons. Yung vinegar, 2 tablespoons ng vinegar. Kaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, pwede na natin siya direct ilagay sa base. Dahil paghahalo-haloin lamang natin yung mga ingredients na kailangan. Ano yung susunod? Ilang cup yung brown sugar? 3/4 brown sugar. Pagkatapos i-mix yung mga garlic is pwede na natin siya directly ilagay sa basin. Ilalagay na natin yung garlic. Mas maraming garlic, mas masarap. Next is, ilan yung sukat ng brown pepper? 1/2 tablespoon. 1/2 tablespoon. So, 1 and 1/2 tablespoon. Suplatin natin siya para ma-sure. 1 Ilan naman yung measuring ng soy sauce? 1 tablespoon. Nailagay naman na natin lahat yung mga ingredients. Pwede rin natin siyang lagyan ng food color pero mas okay na ito. Wala tayong mix na dala kaya ito na lang pwede natin gamitin ito. Halo-haloin lang natin siya hanggang sa ma-absorb na ng pineapple juice yung mga dry ingredients. So, pag na-absorb na ng pineapple juice yung mga dry ingredients is pwede na natin ilagay itong meat. At halu-haluin natin siya. So, halu-haluin lang natin siya hanggang sa ma-soak o ma-absorb na ng meat yung puree solution na ginawa natin. Gaya ng ginagawa ni Ava. At pwede na natin siyang i-preserve ng 24 hours up to 3 days. O pwede rin siyang mas matagal pa. Mas matagal, mas masarap. Pwede rin aanayin natin siya, tatakpan natin siya ng cling wrap pero wala tayong dala ngayon. Kaya And as you can see, yung consistency niya is mas hindi siya gano'n ka watery kasi nga dahil naging malabo siya dahil sa sugar na ginamit natin. And ito naman yung pagluto na. Ganda yung itsura niya pagluto na. Pwede nyo tikman kung gusto ninyo. And kung gugustuhin nyo namang magbenta ng ganito, ay pwede naman kayong gumawa. And ito yung example label na ginawa ko. Sakali man na maisipan ko din na magbenta ng ganito. Ayan. Siyempre, in your own idea, siyempre, compose in your own idea. Hindi tayo pwede gumamit ng packaging na mga branded kasi pwede tayo makasuhan. Diba? So, naintindihan na, maunawaan na kung paano na yung proseso ng paggawa ng kusino. Naintindihan na. So, palakpakan natin yung tatlong paggawa. At palakpakan nyo rin ang inyong sarili dahil kayo ay nakaka-operate sa inyong araw. At bigyan nyo din ng palakpak yung mga nanalo kanina sa ating game. Sino na mga ngayon? Pabilaksan ng mga palakpak. Pwede na kayo. Thank you. So, mukhang naunawaan naman na ninyo yung ginawa natin o diniscuss natin ngayong araw. Will you please bring out your 1/8 sheet of paper? Kindly write your name, your section, and the date today. 1 half, likewise. Write your name, your section, and the date today. Nababasa ba ninyo? Pwede kayong lumipat sa isang dito sa akin. Ang gagawin niyo lamang sa quiz nito ay mamimili lamang kayo sa pinig muna ng isa. Mamimili lang kayo sa dalawang pagpipilian na ito. Wrong spelling, wrong, and erasure is not counted. So kung may erasure man kayo na nangyari ay automatically mali na yan. Okay? So you can start your quiz now. Nang magkokopyahan, pag pinakita ko nagkokopyahan, kukunin sa harapan ninyo. Sabihin ninyo kung ikababa ko. Pwede ko na ibaba. Yung ibaba. Okay na iba. Yari na ba? Oo. Tapos yung ball pen po kayo ay yari na. Lahat ay yari na ba? So, exchange paper. Try corrected by napalitan na ba ang bawat isa? Nasa lang iyong papel? Hindi ka nang sagot? Okay ka na, anak? Okay, number ka na daw. Number 10. 6 pa lang daw. Ito na. Hindi ka nagsabi, wala ka palang kain. Okay, so mag-move on na tayo. Okay, so number one, check your theory. Will you please read Dian and sabihin mo yung answer?
This is a method of curing the defects in experience.
Injection theory nga ba? Oo. Tama. Yan. So, next is number two. Number two, will you please read? Yes, dear. Tama ba? Immersion or pickle theory? Tama. Number three. One is the most basic method among the two because physically the cure is rubbed into the meat by using our bare hands. Right, theory. Tama. Right, theory. Number four. Number four, will you please read? Yes. What is the answer? Ascorbic acid. Tama ba? Ascorbic acid kaya ba? Great! Ascorbic acid. Kapag naman, green tissues ay nitrate. Hindi nyo sagot sa number 5, nitrate. Number 6. Will you please read? Yes, dear. Go na, please. It is a flavor enhancer and antimicrobial or antibacterial effect. Is it salt or spices? Spices. Number 7. Yes, Leah. It improves the flavor of it. Monosodium glutamate or Betadine. Okay. So number 8. Yes, dear. It is a way of preservation using the addition of salt or sometimes sugar. Is it right curing or curing? Number 9. It counteracts the harsh. Is it sugar or spices? Sugar. And lastly is number 10. It Curie, Curie, and Curie. Right, curing. How about the curing ingredients we commonly use in curing process? It is the salt, sugar, nitrate. Salt, sugar, nitrate. Spices, monosodium glutamate, phosphate, and lastly, ascorbic acid. So, since naintindihan niyo na ang lesson natin ngayon, ay kayo ay magkakaroon ng assignment. So, your assignment for today is, starting tomorrow, Group 1 will bring PPE and ingredients which are the following. So, bukas ay magsisimulaan na kayo mag-laboratory at ang Group 1 ang mauna. Gagawa na kayo na mismo ang gagawa ng kusino o yung pre-process na ginagawa namin kanina. So, ito yung mga ingredients na kailangan ninyo. Sorry, bilang ambient upang sa baka puti ang magastos nyo. So, 1/2 kilogram of pork. We can use back, shoulder, ham, or belly. And cut into 1/4 inch beef, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 3 cloves of garlic, and finely minced 1 tablespoon of soy salt, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, or any vinegar, pwede din cane, ayan, you can use yun. 1/4 cup of fruit juice, you can use pineapple or apple, or optional lang siya. Choice ng fruit nyo yun, kung magdadala mo yun ng ganyan. And 1 tablespoon of finely ground black pepper. Ano ba yung brown black pepper? Pino. Hindi yung buwa. Buo. And 1 tablespoon of rice flour. Optional lang din yan. At lastly is natural red food color. Optional lang din yan. Kasi yung magiging itsura niya kung maglalagay kayo ng food color. So, naintindihan na po. Bukas ay maglalaboratory ang group at magdadala ng sino walang dalang PPE.